want to make myself a little mini screen printer and a little platen that I can carry around and show people, and even let people have a try at screen printing themselves. So, out of a bit of marine ply, I mark out how big the screen's going to be, just big enough for postcards and gift cards. Drill a hole, pop the good old jigsaw through. Usually cut the centre out first, then I cut around the outside. The inside square, the outside is rounded. Next I cut a piece of wood bigger than the screens. This is going to be my platen. Again, round the edges because I'll probably be using this in public. I'm going to use these heavy duty screen printing clamps. Got them very cheap off eBay. eBay tends to be the do-it-yourself godsend, really. Brilliant stuff. So I'm marking around the hinge, and now comes the hard bit, because now I've got to carve out that little bit. I'm sure if you have a router or even bigger chisels you'd probably do this quicker, but being a printmaker, what I have hanging around is like wood cutting tools or lino cutting tools. So I cut and I hack out a section which is going to countersink the hinge into the board. I have to remove 2 thin layers of marine ply, and that seems to make it just fit flush, exactly where it's supposed to be. Next, a couple of screws to really anchor that hinge down properly. Make sure the screws are strong enough to hold it on, but also shallow enough so they don't come out on the other side. I'm going to give it a good shellacking. Shellac's just another one of those things that printmakers usually have laying around. The great thing about shellac is it resists both oil and water, and so if I've got oil paint or I've got water-based paint, which I intend to use, both can wipe off the platen fairly well. Using screen printing fabric, I usually use 43T. It's good for printing on all sorts of fabrics, for rough card. If you've got smooth card, you might want to go something finer. So you can go 77T or 100 if it's going to be smooth card. Next I staple the mesh onto the frames. This staple gun's doing pretty good. If not, I'd have to get the hammer and just tap in a few. But it's usually pretty good. Then I trim around the edge, and then I've got my screen ready for screen printing. Now you'll find that the clamp is a little bit too big for the marine ply. So when you pop it in here, what you have to do is have another little bit of marine ply just to chock it up to make sure it clamps down quite strong. Then you have your little mini platen, your little clamp and your little screen ready to go on screen print some postcards with some people, do a demonstration, easy to carry around in the car. It's just a cool little mobile platen and screen. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you next time.